Okay, everyone, line up, please. Line up. Please have your tickets ready to scan. I first want to say thank you to everyone for choosing MAGA Tours. We know you have many options to storm the Capitol today during your visit in DC, and we want to thank you for choosing our tour business so we can stay open during the pandemic. The Capitol was constructed in the late 18th century with the intent to create confusion and gridlock to any foreign dignitaries and armies that might roam the streets. I'm sure you all noticed the traffic gridlock as you entered into the Capitol the last couple of days, huh? Where are you all from? Minnesota. Arkansas. Kentucky. The other side of the creek. I'm from Trump country. Okay, I'm gonna put you down for rural. Well, all Congress people are here today, so please feel free as we enter into the chambers to take a selfie with your elected representatives while they piss their pants and hide under their chairs. A few ground rules. Masks are not necessary, but if you encounter a Democrat, please have one handy for virtual signaling purposes. Full disclosure, you might want to wear a mask since we're technically trespassing and they have a tendency to over-jail people in this country, but then again, it won't look as cool on the gram. Now you'll notice that the gates in front of the Capitol building are closed. As we make our way to the Capitol, you'll see that the police will graciously open them for us so we don't have to climb over anything. If you find yourself in a position where a police officer is blocking an entrance, feel free to take one of those Trump flags you have and point it at the officers like a pike. Just kinda do one of these. Poke. Poke, poke. Hey man, you're in the way. Poke, poke. They should eventually move aside like an NPC in a video game. Speaking of games, we have a special challenge for you today. As you know, this is called the People's House, so we want you to make yourself right at home. After all, it's your house even though you're not allowed inside and no one here represents your interests. The first person to make it to Nancy Pelosi's office and snap a picture gets this free copy of the Constitution. Now can you all read? QAnon! Okay, about half of you. Well, if you could read, you would know that today is ceremonial, and a relic left over from the time when everyone rode around on horseback and news didn't arrive in your back pocket at a moment's notice. But for some reason we're still doing this stupid thing when they could be passing more stimulus. It's an election circle jerk, just like the traffic that encircles this city, huh? Yeah, I guess it's growing on me now. Can we loot the art and sculptures? No, this isn't Iraq. Have some decency, man. Okay? Our main goal is to make some noise today. Now, the last time the Capitol building was set ablaze was during the War of 1812 by British soldiers. We're not setting fire to the Capitol today, however, we are lighting a fire into the butts of the lazy Congress people to pay attention to the growing wealth inequality before there's an actual insurrection. Can we bring in our guns? Well, you're all mostly white. Yeah, guns will be okay. Pipe bombs. Does anybody have pipe bombs? I do. Okay, good. Just kind of leave it somewhere, but don't actually use it. It's like Santa taking a little bite of a cookie to let, the kids know that he was there. He doesn't actually take flour from the cabinet, though. Our second challenge for the day is to locate all of the electoral ballots in the Senate chamber mystery box. They will be strewn about in the old man tizzy that happened just before the crowd entered the grounds. If you can get Georgia, Arizona, and Wisconsin, the Republicans win. Because, don't forget, until today, nobody knew how they voted. America! Finally, as we make our way down to the basement, notice this is where most of the police actually are. They will be blocking the tunnels where your representatives escaped. I'm sure most of you have noticed that these squirrely little folks seem to have crawled out of the ground like rats, and that's because they are. They commute through the swamp every day through an underground secret network of hidey holes and bullet trains. Now, on our tour, we like to ask a question. If a plane was heading down, how many of you would like to fly with that pilot again if he got on the intercom and started yelling, "We're all gonna die"? Okay, none of you. Okay, well, even though Trump might have landed the plane, he got on the intercom and started yelling crazy shit. That's why he lost, folks. It has nothing to do with fraud. He was just a bad crisis leader. Now, the quicker we can get you folks to stage 5 of the grief cycle, where you accept the election results and we can all move on, the better off we will all be. Trust me, most people really don't want Biden either, but we all have to put up with it. Now remember, folks, this is not a banana republic, so please keep your hands to yourself, except when pushing. And for God's sakes, please stay behind the ropes. Now, the media will call you terrorists, but what are you? Well, I'm a tourist. Tourist! That's right. Now let's have some fun by yelling profanities at our elected representatives, taking some pictures, and let's go see our Capitol. Champ!